Good morning. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's enjoying their day. Their Sunday. Y'all are some absolute G's. Near 600 of you are still here for today's incredible Secret Agent Challenge finale. I am still sick as a dog, but I showed up. I showed up and I am ready. I am ready to do this. Extremely excited about today's session because it is I that will be having the conversations with agents. So you can hear how I literally did this from the ground up. This is the technique that the massively successful wholesaling operation Keegley was founded on and is continuing to thrive on. And it was I that was doing those calls in the start. I mean, literally the beginning from 2016 to mid 2017 or 2018, it was me and then my training and all of the folks that came after me. And they continue to still watch the training videos at Keegley that I created, that went through my methodology, which was then systematized and turned into the operating process that we use at Keegley to do 60 to 80 deals a month only in our corporate markets. On top of that, we're doing hundreds of transactions in our franchise markets. So you can just see how replicatable this all is. Yes, I am the secret guest. I am the what do you call it? The man in disguise. So funny enough, because of TCPA compliance, I can't begin making phone calls or sending text messages out this morning until 8:30. So we have 30 minutes, which is perfect because before we started, I was going to go over the agent outreach traps. So there are 12 agent outreach traps that you will fall into working with a realtor, okay, or doing agent outreach. And I'm going to teach you how to navigate those traps so that when they pop up, because they most certainly will, you'll know the exact tool that you need to use to get past it and keep pushing through it. So you're going to learn that today. In addition to that, we have some announcements to make because 50 of you who took action on Privy and Batch are going to have the opportunity to come out to Phoenix and spend a day with yours truly and a day with Pace, where we will just hang out with us. You will come on set with us. You will come see us working in our operations. So you'll come hang out with me at Keegley and see what that looks like. You can chat with the staff members there, talk to acquisition reps, talk to disposition reps, talk to members of intake, talk to leadership, have lunch, which you know will be chicken wings. And for all you vegans, we'll have ficken wings. But it'll give you a chance to see behind the curtain. Yesterday I had, well, on Friday, I believe it was, Spencer Cornelia, who is a well-known YouTuber and a guru killer. I don't consider myself a guru. That's just a dumb word. But he's a guru killer. So his job is to crush the careers of information marketers because a lot of them are BS, phony balonies. And so normally, for the folks that are full of crap, if Spencer Cornelia shows up at your door, you close it. What did I do? Come on in, sir. So Spencer Cornelia came in. You guys can look him up on YouTube. He's a legitimate threat. He came into our offices and saw the operation and was stunned. Stunned. And then we showed him our tax returns. Yes. So that he could see how real what we do is and how it's not a surprise that we were able to create these communities in Astro Flipping and Sub 2 based on authenticity, based on actual results. He could see the staff members utilizing the techniques that we teach on a day-to-day basis, and he could see our deal board, and he could see the money being generated, and he could hear the conversations. And to say that he was inspired would be an understatement. On his way out the door, we were talking about a potential Keegley franchise. That's how bought in he got. So, I say this to remind you guys that a multi-million dollar operation, a 9-figure business, if not more, was built off of these strategies. So it's your job to put them into action. Now, we've got some winners to announce, and I'm going to be calling these names out. And if it's you, just expect that we're going to be sending you an email with instructions and dates, and we will be coming with the information on how to participate on the live hangouts through email. But what else we're going to do, and I added another special bonus because I know this for a fact because I've been a coach for quite some time. I've been a business leader since I have run my own company since 2002, my own wholesale operation since 2002. Some of you guys hadn't even been on the internet yet at that time. I was already wholesaling, but way before it was cool, before it even had a name. So just to give you an understanding of just how deep my roots are in this game. Every one of these gray hairs is a deal. That's not true, but because it would be all gray. Now, I'm going to read out these names, but before I do anything else, we're going to kick the day off in a prayer. Now, when today's session's over, I'm going to head over to the church and I'm going to go do my thing there. But some of you guys are missing church right now, and I'm sorry. If you can get to a mass or get to a later, get to church later on today, I'm happy if you could do that. Please be mindful that you cannot trade in what your spiritual obligations are to learn. You still got to do these things. But if you are with us in that vein of having faith in our Creator, if you understand that it is important for us to collaborate with our Creator, and you'd like to join us in this prayer, we're going to do it. And if not, just mute me for the next 30 seconds. But if you're with us, here we go. Father God, we love you so much, Lord. Thank you for today. Thank you for opening all our eyes and giving us breath, for giving us the minds to communicate, to connect. Lord, we are so grateful for that. God, we pray that you make your purpose for each of our lives abundantly clear to us, so that the steps we take are your steps, the words we speak, your words, the actions we take, your actions. God, we pray that you guide us to those individuals that will be of benefit to us, either through a financial gain or through a lesson to be learned. And Lord, we pray that you deflect us from those individuals that will waste our time or bring us harm. God, for any of our community members here that are in need of any additional understanding of the concepts that we teach here, Lord, we pray for perfect clarity in their minds, perfect understanding. And for any of us that are in need of any emotional, physical, mental, or spiritual healing, God, we pray for perfect healing in our lives. And Lord, it is with humble hearts and in your heavenly name we pray. Amen. Let's get it going. Now, the added bonus, because I understand how important accountability is. What we're going to do is everybody who did take action and got the tools necessary, because you see these tools are important. Now, they do have a cost associated with them, but it's a minor cost compared to what the ROI is on taking action. Like a smidgen. Okay, a smidgy. Every job requires a tool, right? If you're a painter, you need paintbrushes, you need paint. If you are a roofer, you need a ladder, you need shingles, you need stuff to do stuff. Every job needs a tool, right? We know that when we're communicating on mass, we need to have access to a texting tools, especially today, guys. Sunday, you think I'm just going to blindly call agents today? Hell no. I'm going to text them first. I'm going to see who's responsive on a Sunday, and then I'm going to call them. For some of you guys working a 9 to 5 job and you can't get any day but Sunday to do this, how necessary is this tool? For those of you that are working a 9 to 5 job and you want to run privy before you take off for the day and find the 3 or 4 opportunities that may exist on the MLS that were just newly listed so that you can start getting the ball in motion to get those deals under contract. Guys, Andy Wrong, my student, 16 years old, he's not even legally allowed to sign contracts yet. He has family members executing his deals, is doing deals using Privy, you doing deals, doing agent outreach, doing deals in the bathroom of his high school. In grade 11, if you haven't done your first deal yet, what's the excuse? Action and accountability. I promise you, action and accountability, action and accountability, action and accountability. You can tell, I'm just going to say this, I can tell someone's level of commitment to what they're going to do even by when you guys bought Privy. This 80-20 rule always works, right? Because 1,000 people say showed up for the challenge. 200 took action, got the tool. Of the 200 that took action and took the tool, okay, 80% of you went monthly. 20% of you knew that you would be doing this the entire year and went annual. Isn't that interesting? You take on the level of commitment that you're willing to do. Some of you guys said, I'm only going to try this out for a month. And hence the result. Some of you just didn't have the finances for it, and I get it. And that's totally okay. Okay, but like this is how you can see how this works. You can see the 80-20 rule constantly working all the time, all the time, all the time. So I say this just to give you the signals of how things organize themselves. You think this planet is random? It is not. We organize everything based on the consciousness and the level of commitment we have to taking an action in a direction. And the world organizes itself for us based off the intention of the level of commitment we have here and we have here. True, 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 true. Think of this. A drug addict. I walk around in the streets everywhere. I'm in every town in this country. I I'm in every town in this country, okay, and I'm gonna just make a disclosure, okay. Every once in a while, I like uh, have a little greenery. Okay? I'm sorry, don't nobody hate me for it, okay. It's a true thing, okay. Every once in a while, you guys, I like a little pot gummy, okay. It's a known fact, okay, for some people. I'm just gonna be honest with everybody, okay, because I ain't a fake. Every once in a while, okay? And I'm working on it. Just don't judge me, okay? I'm not a drug addict. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is that drug addicts, the world will organize them itself in a way that will give them the drugs they want. How the hell I can walk out into the world and nobody will come and offer me crack. Nobody will come and offer me heroin. Nobody will come and offer me stuff that like that. Why? Because it's not in my head and my heart. It's not in the geographical places I hang out. So the world doesn't organize itself for me in that way. Just so happens though, I will drive by a dispensary every once in a while and it'll pop out in front of me. Why? Because the world organizes itself in the way of which I am. Get it? The world organizes itself in a direction, in a path that you are thinking about and feeling. So accountability, guys. This was a long, drawn out analogy. I know you won't continue doing this unless you are being held accountable, unless you feel responsible for your actions. That's why some people need to come get a job at Keegley versus just doing it. And they get tremendous results because the accountability is what was necessary. So here's what I'm doing. Everybody that is taking action throughout this entire challenge is going to be a part of the Secret Agent Challenge Accountability Facebook group. It's going to be a closed group. Okay? And once a month, I will come in, hold a call like this, a coaching call, which costs thousands of dollars, okay? And people in the mentorship understand this is not cheap. I'm not a cheap date. I'm not. I will come in and I'll deliver every month, answer questions, respond, be a part of that community, be a part of that accountability to help hold you guys accountable. And my goal is what will end up transpiring out of that is that you will understand the value of community, understand the value of accountability, and that will get you into the financial spot that you're going to be so that you can come and be a part of Sub 2, so that you can come and be a part of Astro Flipping, so that you can come and be a part of TTP. That how many messages do I get from people that say, Jamil, help me get my first deal so that as soon as I get my first deal, I'll be able to pay for the mentorship. This is it. This is it. Alex Mosey said, make your free stuff so good that it's 10 times better than the shit they charge for. That's exactly what we do. So, without further ado, here are the 50 that are going to come and be invited to come hang out. If you hear your name, get excited. Alexandria Harden, Mark Berdelli, Charles Russell, Galay Sue, Daniel Fee, Michael Mucker, Tyler Stutz, Samuel Heim, Bruce Williams, Zoreen Mitchell, Linda McKinney, Peter Hollinger, Wayne Agostini, Jared Bersamin, Heather O'Hara, Joseph Wells, Colleen Pasalo, Brent Mathers, Samantha Navarro, Brian Carl, Angel Feblas, Justin Birch, Gabe Vigil, Andrew Strickland, Mita Saniel. That's 25. The other 25 I'm going to read out at the end of the session. Okay, so if the 25 names that were just read out, you are half of the winners who are going to be invited to Phoenix to come hang out with Jamil and Pace for a day and see what it looks like behind the scenes and be a part of a new community, a whole new community of action takers, of like-minded people, of no BSers, of not sideliners, of not watchers, of not consumers of content, of doers. That felt good. All right. Oh, and so the accountability group is not only going to be the 50 that are a part of that, but it'll be all the folks that took action that are going to be in that private group. And then once a month, I'm going to pop in and I might be able to convince some of the stars who showed up for Secret Agent Challenge to also come in and do sessions with you guys. So my goal is for you guys to have access to answers, to be able to ask questions, to And you'll be able to ask questions to each other. Imagine sharing best practices with people that are all doing the exact same thing. Think of that. Sharing resources, pooling information. The value doesn't stop. You still have a chance. I'm going to go through the 12 agent traps, and the links are up there while I'm going over the 12 agent traps. Your job is, if you haven't taken action on Privy and Batch, get it done. Don't miss out on the chance to be a part of that crew. Because at the end of the day, it shuts down. The 12 agent traps. So while you're doing agent outreach, this is what will ultimately end up happening. And so you have to understand how to navigate these situations so that you can push the relationship farther, so that you can keep this relationship from becoming stale and wasting the minutes that you spent building rapport and having a conversation, because these are the misunderstandings that occur, and this is how we get around them. Agent trap number 1. Call an agent and you say to them, I'm looking for an opportunity that hasn't hit the market yet, that's in original condition or in a trashy condition like a hoarder house. And they set you up on a drip campaign of MLS deals, not having heard that you asked for off market, coming to market, not yet listed opportunities. They didn't hear that part. It didn't click. So what do? They go into their MLS and they type in some keywords like fixer upper or investor special or needs work, and they set you up on a drip campaign. Okay. So that will probably happen 80% of the time. Okay. This is a great thing because it now gives you the chance to call them back and do a follow-up. Okay. The follow-up is, oh, sir or ma'am, I think there was a misunderstanding. I got your email, but it looks like you set me up on an MLS drip campaign, and I scour the MLS all day long. I am so dedicated to my craft that I literally wake up at 5 in the morning and I start searching the MLS for opportunities, and I do that all day long. So I don't need you to set me up on an MLS drip campaign because I'm seeing every MLS deal that exists anyways. What I need is houses that are in original condition that have not yet been listed. So I understand that you probably don't have something right now. However, I know they pop up because you're such an active agent. What I'm going to do is continue following up with you so that the moment one of these opportunities presents themselves to you, I'm going to be there ready with cash to take the deal. They will then understand what you're trying to accomplish, and then you can start following up with them on that. Okay, so that is agent trap number 1. Agent trap number 2, they send you other wholesalers' deals. This will happen. So this agent is hip to the investor space. They are starting to get wholesale emails. They understand the game a little bit. They've maybe sold a few wholesale wholesale opportunities to their fix and flip buyers, so they get it. So they start sending you other wholesalers deals. The problem with that is that if they send you another wholesaler's deal, you've got to be capitalized enough to be able to actually buy that deal or commit to it, at least by putting down non-refundable earnest money and not having an inspection period. And for a lot of us getting started, that's not going to happen. We don't have $5,000 to commit to a wholesaler's deal. And then plus, what if we don't sell it? Then what? Now we pissed off a wholesaler. We've lost $5,000. We've burned a relationship, and we look like idiots because we have egg on our face. No, right? We don't want to do that. So again, you call the agent when they start sending you other wholesalers opportunities, and you'll know that it's a wholesale opportunity because it'll be very clear in what they tell you. Hey, here's the property, here's the price net to me. You're going to have to pay me my commission on top of this price. There will be a $5,000 non-refundable earnest deposit required, and you're going to immediately know, oh crap, that's a wholesale deal. So why this is cool, why this is great information, is because it'll do 2 things. It'll identify a new wholesaler for you to go build a relationship with. And it'll also it'll also show you that this agent sells wholesale deals, so they can be a dispo agent for you. Okay, so you got 2 great pieces of information out of this. And the opportunity the third part to follow up with them and explain to them why that's not going to work for you. So what you do is you call that agent back and you say, "Thank you so much for sending me these opportunities, these wholesale deals. I actually work in the wholesale space. I buy many deals from wholesalers, but I don't typically like to operate that way because I have a crew and I need to get eyes on things, and going non-refundable without at least a 3-day or 5-day inspection is really difficult for me because I'm just a small shop. So I appreciate you sending me that, but what I'm looking for is our agent properties, deals that agents have listing agreements on that haven't yet hit the MLS, that are in original condition or needing work. When you find something like that or something like that comes into your world, I will be following up with you often enough for you to remember me. That's it. Now what you do is you take the wholesale deal that they sent you and you start Googling it, and you start searching your email, and you start going into Facebook groups, and you start trying to identify who's the wholesaler that controls the deal, and go build a relationship with that wholesaler, because they will have opportunities for you that you can option in the future and micro flip to buyers. See how this plays? Everything is a tool. Everything is a breadcrumb for you to build this incredibly lucrative and consistent business. Then when you have a deal and you now know this agent disposed deals to fix and flippers, you can send them the deal and you can say, "Here's an opportunity for you to go sell to your fix and flip clients that I'm not actually going to take down, and you can add your fee on top of this number." And they will now start acting as an agent for you. You've just employed now a dispo rep that you don't have to pay. How many agents sell Keegley deals? Hundreds. Hundreds of them do. They love selling Keegley deals. Why? Because they can actually name their commission. Oftentimes, it's way over 3% that they would normally get from just a buyer's commission. See how it works? I hope you guys are clicking on the batch link, and hope you're clicking on the preview link to become a part of the accountability group, because you're going to get access to this guy and this brain and all the years of experience, the over 5,000 deals I've done, so that when you come into a situation, you're going to have somebody to ask. 3, they say to you, "Yes, I do actually have these all the time, but I require that you use me as the listing agent on your flip." It's a big one. How do you get around that? Because you're not going to flip this house, very likely. You're going to wholesale it. So how do you have the conversation? Because they're expecting a listing out of this. So what our approach is we say, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much for wanting to continue to do business with us. We have vetted listing agents that we are currently using, and it would be highly unethical of me to take that opportunity away from them without giving them an opportunity to earn new business. And so here's how we're going to do this. In order for you to become a listing agent for my team, what we'll do is we'll call you into the office here. We're going to have a meeting, and we're going to just go over your marketing plan. And in future listings, you'll have access to them. So you're taking the carrot and you're pushing it down the road. Here's why that conversation is important. Because if you do a successful transaction with this agent, you get the deal under contract and you wholesale it and you make a fee, you are actually going to call them into the office, and you are going to have a conversation, or you're going to meet them for coffee, and you are going to have a conversation on how they can make new money or further money from doing deals with you. That's when you're going to pitch them sharing your assignment fee if they continue to bring you more opportunities. That's the conversation I had with Monique Walker and the hundreds of other agents that we do deals with. So they just want to get paid twice. They don't care if it's on a listing, on a fix and flip, or if you share a portion of your assignment fee with them. So here's how it goes. Monique Walker gets a deal or gets a crappy property from somebody that she cold call for a listing. That person is already expecting to pay Monique 3%. So Monique gets paid 3% commission on me buying a deal. Then I share 50% of my assignment fee with Monique on every transaction. I have this arrangement with hundreds of realtors, guys, hundreds of them. It's free money to me because they're bringing me the deal and I'm just sharing that with them a portion of it at the end. But this isn't a conversation you have with them right off the hop. They will not understand. You will blow their minds, especially if they're unfamiliar with wholesaling. They'll be like, "Oh, this isn't legal. I can't do that." No, 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 no. No, so it's timing. Okay. But what you share with them when you meet with them for coffee or they come to your office is you say, "Look, this is how I exit properties sometimes. I just move the deal over to a friend of mine, an associate who's also doing projects. And see this handsome fee of $20,000 I got? 10 of that could be yours in the future. And that's more than 3% of what that listing would be." So instead of promising you a listing, I'll just share my fees with you as we move forward and watch that agent's life change and yours. I do over $1 million worth of business with just Monique Walker every year. I could make over $1 million a year on my one relationship and I wouldn't even have to do anything. I would just continue to comp the 7 or 8 deals that she sends to me every month. Tell her what number to get them under contract at, wholesale them bitches, and make my money. I could live a beautiful life and not have to do anything else. Matthew Potter, real estate agent here in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm giving you guys these people's names so that you could ask. Okay. Some of you might know Matthew Potter. One of the largest short sale agents here in Phoenix, Arizona, brought me a deal in Gilbert about 45 days ago. House is worth $740,000. I got it under contract, $550,000. Okay. We are selling it for $635,000. Matthew gets 50% of the assignment fee. I have another deal with Melanie Beauregard. Right now, it just sold yesterday. Okay. We bought it for $210,000. We sold it for $245,000. Okay, it's a $35,000 fee. She gets half. If she was just the agent on it, she would only make 3%. These structures are profitable and they crush. You just have to understand how to put them together and the timing in which to pitch them. Number 4, you have an agent who's uncomfortable with dual agency, okay, where they represent you and they represent the seller. They're worried about it. They've heard all the horror stories of a dual agency lawsuit and they're just, or their broker doesn't agree with it. Or some agents in Texas think it's not even legal, which is a load of crap. It's absolutely okay to do. It's just another structure and it requires a further disclosure. But you talk to an agent, you try to working with this agent, you're trying to incentivize them to do the deal with you by acting as the listing agent and acting as your buyer's agent so that they can get 6% commission, right? The dual incentive. They're uncomfortable with that. So you really don't have the leverage that you're trying to gain by offering them to represent you. How do you get around that? How do you still retain power or still retain incentivizing the agent when they don't want to take your bait? The way I approach it is I say, okay, no problem. I understand that dual agency isn't comfortable for you, but I still don't have somebody I want to work with or that I know I could work with. Can you refer me somebody that you know in your inner circle that could represent me? Let me tell you something, guys. They always say yes. And usually who they refer you to is a family member or very close friend who needs the work or the money. Now, the rub there is that oftentimes an agent will work harder for you or harder for that deal to get done because they want that other person who needs the deal more than they do to get paid. Get it? So you're actually adding an even bigger benefit to them because they want to see their daughter who just became a real estate agent make the 3%. They want to see their struggling friend who hasn't had a listing in 6 months get the deal done because they know that that's going to come back and help them in the future. Right? You're giving them a bargaining chip for further leverage. Number 5, you do start doing agent outreach and you make this incredible relationship with an agent. And you're like, oh, this agent gets it. You told them you're wholesaling. You told them that you're an investor. You told them you're a cash buyer. And they're like, I want to write all the offers for you. I want to get on the MLS and I'm going to find all the crappy houses that exist. And I'm going to write every offer for you. And you and I we're going to rule the world together. How many times has this come up on a coaching call with me? And everyone's like, I'm done. I found the person, man. Woo, that was hard. Finally found, it was like Melissa, Mahmoud's Melissa. You all remember the conversation that he had with Melissa? Remember that? Mahmoud's Melissa. Everybody was blowing up the chat like, Melissa's the shit. Melissa's the best. Melissa's amazing. Oh my God, I need a Melissa in my life. No, you don't. You need a Melissa in your life for 20 seconds. And then you keep pushing. The problem is all you guys get all attached to Melissa, okay? And you think Melissa's gonna change the game for you. She's gonna be your secret pocket. No, she's not. Okay, she's gonna do a deal with you. She's gonna do one thing with you. But if you start using her to go out and write contracts for you on the MLS for deals that are actually good deals, and you insert her as your buyer's rep, you've created buyer rep friction, okay? And that's number 5. Buyer rep friction. Your lizard brain, your lazy lizard brain is telling you that Melissa's your savior, so you're going to interject Melissa to write all of your offers for you, completely negating the fact that you incentivize agents to do deals with you by using them as your buyer's agent, not Melissa. That's lazy. You just think, oh, I made the call. I got Melissa. Finally, my life has changed. Woo! Don't got to do that again. Come on. That's what happens. So you think Melissa's going to do it. You know what's going to happen? Melissa's going to write 20 offers for you, and none of them are going to get accepted because you broke the cardinal rule of incentivizing the listing agent because you thought that Melissa was going to come and save your ass and be the promise. You are the promise, not Melissa. Okay? So, inserting a buyer's rep to go out and do those offers for you is not going to work. Get that out of your head. This is never going to be a one and done thing. The moment you decide that you did it and you've got what you need, like you think, oh, what about Monique Walker? Guys, it took me decades to get there. Doesn't just happen. And Monique isn't going off and writing lowball offers for me on the MLS. She's going direct to seller on probate leads. Different thing. See the distinction? I don't have any agents out there writing offers for me on the MLS because it doesn't work that way. I got to go directly to the listing agent to get the deal under contract, or I have to use one of their referrals in order to incentivize them to do the deal with me because we're going to be under value. See, I hope this light bulb is coming off in people's minds right now. If you're getting value on the things that I'm talking about right now, let me know. Number 6, the buyer broker agreement, the exclusive buyer broker agreement. We saw Mahmoud have that conversation with the guy who says, I won't do any business with anybody if I don't do an exclusive buyer broker agreement. It's going to last 6 months, and anytime you buy a house, you're going to have to pay me. The exclusive buyer broker agreement is again that same lazy ass attitude that agents got. They're trying to trap you. Okay? You, as you saw, my response was, "Oh, I'm so flattered that you want to have an exclusive relationship with me, but I can't because I'm already doing deals with agents right now. I'm already in non-exclusive buyer broker agency relationships. So we can do a buyer broker agreement that's property specific, but I can't do one with you that's going to be an all-encompassing buyer broker agreement because I'm already breaking it in the deals I'm in." Number 7, the agent says, "I will do this deal. I will bring you this opportunity and all the good things." And then they force you to want to use their title company. They say, "Nope, you got to use my title company." Or you don't think about it and they insert, and here's what they do 99% of the time, they'll just write their title company into the contract. And you're not reading the contract right, or you don't know, and you just sign it because you're just so excited that you got the deal and that they're agreeing to let you have the contract. Now all of a sudden you have this non-investor friendly title company in the mix that's going to bone your deal. You can't sell it now because they don't do assignments. Now what are you going to do? Now you got to get transactional funding, or you got all these other problems. And if you're in California and you're going to buy it, close it, and sell it, the closing costs are going to take all your profit away from you. How are you going to make that work? Everything worked out except you didn't choose the title company. And I'm telling you guys how often that happens. It is a legitimate threat. Have your title company and insist that you use it, because here's why. When we're doing wholesale transactions, when we're buying as a cash buyer, we always incentivize to the agent or the seller to do the deal with us by offering to pay all closing costs, right? So if you're offering to pay all closing costs, then you have the right to decide what those costs are going to be. And you can always tell the agent that, look, since I'm offering to pay all closing costs, I have to decide, I have to dictate who that title company is going to be because I get an incredibly good discount at this title company. And the buyer always chooses. That's law. And as soon as you remind them of the code of ethics, as soon as you remind them of their duty, as soon as you remind them of how they're supposed to actually be behaving, they remember. There's RESPA rules, guys. There's actual rules that prohibit real estate agents from being incentivized from title companies to use the title company. There's rules. They often break them. Every time you hear of a title company giving away football tickets, how many of you guys have heard of that? Oh, how'd you get seats to that game? My title company gave it to me. Hey, why are you here at this amazing, incredible event that cost $2,000 a seat to get to? Title company gave me the tickets. Okay. What do you think those are when they do that? Is because the agent is forcing their clients to use the title company, and that for that they get the benefits. They're getting the free tickets, they're getting the fancy dinners, they're getting this, they're getting that. This is all a behind the scenes. I'm telling you guys, I'm so in it. I understand how this works at the highest level. Okay, I own title companies, so I know the game. I bet you guys didn't even realize how deep this gets. Number 8, they want you to see the property before you go under contract. This is a big one. Okay? They want you to see the property before they will execute the contract. So my response to that is I appreciate that you want me to see this property prior to us executing the contract. The problem with that is that I have a big crew. I've got highly skilled people that are on jobs doing their work all the time. Okay. I can't pull my staff. I can't pull my trades. I can't pull my GC. I can't pull these people off of all the income produced. It would cost me thousands of dollars in loss to have them all come out to see this house, and you still haven't executed the contract with me. I can't afford that. Can't do that. Think of that. That's so crazy. Like how bad of a leader would I be, or a business owner would I be, if I'm just going to take risks like that, where I'm going to pull my team off of all the jobs that we have to do to come and see this house that you're going to potentially sell to me? It doesn't work like that. You have to execute. You got to get this contract executed. Then I'll spend the money by taking the people off their jobs to come and see the house. The logic never fails. Anytime I share that logic with an agent, they're like, yeah, that makes sense. Number 9, proof of funds is a huge one. You don't got a proof of funds, and an agent is required to get a proof of funds for their file. Okay, this is not just, they're not just thinking you're poor because of how you sound on the phone. Okay, this isn't an insult. When an agent asks you for a proof of funds, they're not insulting you. They're doing their job. Okay, and that job means that they have in their file a proof of funds. Emily, will you please put in the chat the email for Flip Fund? I have put $2 million cash in an account where I backstop that so that I can provide you guys a proof of funds. Okay? flipfundllc@gmail.com, and we will give you a proof of funds. Am I dedicated to you guys succeeding? And some people ask me why. Why you do this? Why are you doing? Why? Let me tell you, yes, I care about your success. Yes, I want the spiritual blessing of having added value to your life. But here's what's up. Okay? You guys go out and get deals. Guess where you bring them? Keegley. And guess what that does for my franchises? Revenue. And guess what that does to my business? Royalties. Get it? You win, I win. You win, I win. You win, I win. That's what's up. This is how life should be. You bless others, you bless yourself. You bless others, you bless yourself. You bless others, you bless yourself. That's what we set up here. Number 10, the agent or your state has an assignability clause in the contract, and they are saying that they won't, that is, they're trying not to make the contract assignable. Guys, for the replays, bear with us. We're not at the end of this session yet. We're not at the end of these things. We are going to be sending out all the replays, but we had to check who actually took action, because only the action takers are getting the replays, and we don't have those lists until we have the time to get through it. So throughout the next week, you will be getting the replays. I promise you. Okay? I promise you. If you took action, you'll get the replay. That's it. If you took action, you're going to be able to be a part of the accountability group. If you took action, I will come into those accountability groups and I will do what I'm doing right now with you on a continuing basis. So, contracts unassignable. How do you get around that? Well, as you know, many businesses have massive tax situations. Myself, I had a $900,000 tax bill I paid for 2021. Ugh. Yes, I just dry heaved in front of near 800 people. That's embarrassing. That's how it made me feel, though. Made me want to puke. Okay. $900,000. I could have spent that on so many better things. I'm not against paying taxes. Okay. I believe that everybody has an obligation to pay their fair share. But the word is fair share. Okay. I'm already being taxed on inflation. Everything I pay right now is 20, 30% higher than it was before. That's a tax, guys. Inflation is a tax. I'm already paying sales tax when I buy shit. I'm always taxed. I'm constantly taxed. Every time I earn money, I'm taxed. Every time I spend money, I'm taxed. So it's my obligation to minimize my tax debt, my tax bill. It's my obligation to my family. It's my obligation to my company. So why I bring up taxes is because there's a thing called depreciation. I'm just learning about this. Okay. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had a $900,000 tax bill. My homie Pace, he's a genius when it comes to being tax efficient. He's schooling me, he's teaching me. I'm really good at doing deals. I'm really good at wholesaling. Pace is a genius at saving, at creating, doing creative finance, doing creative deal structure, and not paying taxes. Okay, that's how we differ. So he shares with me his knowledge. And I could have taken that $900,000 and I could have put it down on a down payment on a multifamily building, which I'm actually about to do for this year. And I would have that whole down payment. Like, for instance, if I'm buying a $12.5 million building, I need to come out of pocket with near $2 million in cash to buy the building. But I put out $2 million in cash to buy a building. That's going to now be worth $12.5 million. I get to depreciate that asset, which is going to wipe out a lot of my income for the year. So instead of me paying that $2 million to the IRS, I get to buy a building with it, which takes away my tax implication, which now gives me cash flow. See how this works? So the why I bring all this up is when you talk to the agent, you say, I don't know which of my companies needs the depreciation right now. So I need the contract assignable so that during my time, I can figure out what entity is going to close on this deal. That's it. It's not their business what your exit strategy is. Nobody's business. We're in business. Do you think any business people tell people what the frick they're going to do? No. It's not my job to share with a real estate agent how I'm going to exit a property. It's not my responsibility to share that. As a business person, I need to keep my business guarded. I have to keep it to myself how I roll. So, no, I need this contract assignable because I need to be able to determine what business requires the depreciation. And so I'm going to have to take title in a different company, but I don't know what that's going to be yet. And I'll determine that before the inspection period is over. Number 11. Here's a big one. If you, what's the question there? If you still have privy batch, I'm not going to answer the chat. You guys are distracting me. I'm sorry. Y'all keep talking with each other. I'd got to do better and not get distracted. Emily, if you can answer questions in the chat, that would be great. Number 11, mutual cancellation clause. So you're in a deal. You're in a deal and you're in, I am squinting. You're in a deal and you're in contract and you're trying to sell the deal and you're unsuccessful because you didn't squat up or you locked up the deal too high or you made a mistake, whatever it is. We're okay. You can make mistakes out there, guys. It's okay. Stop being so hard on yourself when a deal cancels. It happens. We just don't do that on purpose. Okay, we do better. We learn how to underwrite. We learn how to comp. We do all these things so that we have way less cancellations than we have successful transactions. Okay. If you go to batchleads.io/Jamil, you don't even have to put in a code. Batchleads.io/Jamil will automatically be we'll get the list from Batch, and you will automatically be a part of the accountability. Okay. God, I don't know why I keep doing this. I'm like a squirrel. See, I have ADD, guys. What do you mean batchleads.io/Jamil doesn't work? Sure it does. Somebody help them. Mutual cancellation clause means that in states like Texas or in Florida or whatever these states are, you require the seller to agree to you canceling the deal. Ugh. For those of you that have been doing gator lending with Pace, you understand how dangerous that is. Because if a seller can hold your EMD hostage, that can be a problem. Because they could just be pissed off that you canceled, and then now how are you gonna get your money back? You gotta fight them for it. You gotta sue them for it. And the title companies, they're always like, I don't want to get involved. You're like, that's your motherfucking job to get involved. That's why you're here. But they won't. They won't go to bat for you. Okay? That's what happens. They won't go to bat for you. So you have to make sure that you've got that clause in your contract that says buyer may unilaterally cancel contract during inspection period. You put that clause in the contract. And when the agent asks, why is that? Say, look, I have inspections and I don't have time to beg for my EMD if during the inspection period I uncover there's a dead body hidden in a wall. Okay. I use an extreme example with the agent because they need to understand that people do weird stuff, like hide bodies in walls, like hide mold, like put a rug over a foundation crack. Okay, that's what sellers do. And they especially hate getting caught lying or hiding. And who's ever confronted a liar before? If you confront a liar, what do? They get defensive. They act out. They spaz. They freak. They gaslight you. They make you think you're the problem. They make you think you're the wrong. You're the one in the wrong. That's what liars do. Okay? So sellers, what's Pace is saying? Buyers are liars and sellers are worse. So when you confront a liar with their lie, what do? The solution is you put the statement in the additional terms, buyer may unilaterally cancel contract during inspection period, and you put that in the additional terms. That's it. Now the title company they have to go by that because the seller and buyer both sign it. And that's how you explain it to the agent that, look, I need this in the contract because I've had circumstances where there's a dead body in the wall and the seller got caught and now they're pissed and they don't want to sign it. And I don't have the time to fight for my EMD when I'm in the right to cancel my contract during the inspection period. That's why. And an agent won't fight you on that ever because they understand. And then 12, the cancellation guilt trip. Okay, you cancel a contract and the agent buys you a ticket to the cancellation guilt trip, where they start spazzing and acting weird and being all crazy and da and pa 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 and oh my gosh, yeah, all the crap. Again, It is not your responsibility to have to worry about the feelings of somebody when you are acting within the rights of the contract. And you have the right to cancel a contract during the inspection period. And so do not let an agent make you feel bad when if and when you require to cancel a contract. Don't let them threaten you. Don't let them. I've got a student who was like, this agent said they're going to sue me. And I'm really worried. I'm sorry if that you're my student and I'm talking to you. I'm not making fun of your voice. I'm sorry. I'm just what I'm doing. Just how I make an impression. Okay. So that agent's in the wrong, not you. So if you get an agent who's starting like that and being all like, say, okay, hold on a second. Do you want me to have a conversation with your broker about this guilt trip you're putting me on where I'm canceling my deal when I'm in my rights to do so? Cut the shit. That agent isn't going to be somebody you want to work with in the future anyways, because they're so commission thirsty that they don't see the bigger picture. Those are the 12 agent traps. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now let's get to some texting.
All right.
That was fun, right?
That was fun. I'm not even a wholesaler, but it was fun. Can you see the screen?
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to have some help here from Christina. She's got the agents list in Phoenix loaded up. I can't see well, guys, which is why she's going to be sending the text messages for me, and then she's going to be responding, and I'm going to tell her what to say, and then she's going to type it, and then I'm going to actually be making the calls from my phone. Okay, so right now she's assisting me, so it should be me pressing the button and sending, but of course I can't see, and I want to be able to be fluid for this. So guys, thank Christina for being a resource for me so that I can be as successful in today's calling as possible. Okay. And again, guys, bear with me. I do have a nasally voice today. I am sick. I'm running a fever still. So I'm going to do my best.
All right. So right now I've already preloaded the text messages and the list. So you can see right here, I've already sent 587. And because of the amount of phone numbers I purchased for you, which is 10, there's a $2,000 send limit. So I'm showing you right now how quickly it is to send out hundreds of text messages.
Amazing. I'm going to get LASIK, guys. I'm going to get LASIK. I'm going to get new lenses put in my eyeballs. I glasses, I don't know. I don't think I could look good in glasses. What do you think, guys? Would I look good in glasses?
LASIK for sure.
Thanks, Emily.
I think you look good with glasses.
Meanwhile, she's sitting there, 4 eyes herself. God.
No, I popped on here because Christina and I were texting in the background while you were doing the 12 agent traps. She already started texting people. So we have some replies for you already.
Let's get in it.
Yep. Okay, let's go. So we'll go over to our inbox. And then if you have a team like Jamil does, this is going to bring up all the texts from the team. So we're going to click up here at the top and choose the campaign that we're in, since we're only texting in the Phoenix market today.
Okay.
So, oh, wow, look.
So read them to me.
Okay. So this first one, the text that was sent is, "Hi, Boru. My name is Jamil. I'm looking for an agent to work with, looking to buy 3 to 5 Phoenix projects under 100K each month. Have anything?" He said wrong number.
Okay, to make this quicker, look at the response first. If it's negative, we'll keep going. If it's positive, then we'll read out the message we sent and the response. Cool?
Okay, perfect. So Tatiana responded and said, "Hello, Jamil. Are you realtor, investor, or out-of-state buyers? What house are you looking?"
Ooh, amazing. Great. So just say, "I'm an investor, not licensed, looking to purchase, have cash. Can we hop on a call?"
and then send. All right.
Somebody asked if we can share the text templates. I will share it in the accountability group. I will share that in the accountability group. So you have to sign up in order to be in that group.
Cool. What's
So
this say?
Dina has responded with 3 text messages. She said, "Hi, Jamil. I'm with clients. I can text you after. Thank you." She said, "Please share some details about yourself." And then she provided her email address.
Say, awesome. I love an agent who works as hard as me on a Sunday. I'm a rehabber in town. Looking for the ugliest house you've seen. Would love to hop on a call with you when you got a moment.
All right. We're going to send that in 2 because we only have 160 characters.
Got it.
To work with. Oops. All right. So we'll send that one. And now we'll say,
if you already have batch leads, we will, how do we deal with that if they've already have an account? Because I don't want to penalize somebody who has an account with batch already. That's totally okay. So if Emily, what would be the way to get her? Do they just email you, or they just email that email and say, I was already a batch, here's the email that my batch is under, and then we can just cross-reference it?
That's what I was thinking, yes.
Okay.
And if you guys email that list to me, I can work with our customer success manager and get those credited to you as well.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. All right. So Jan said, "Hi, Jamil. Are you looking to buy or rent?"
Oh, great. I'm looking to buy ugly houses only. Have a moment to hop on a quick call? Denise, guys, Denise is a Keegley disposition rep working in our Florida market, and she uses this methodology to do. She did 7 deals last month, guys. And before she started this process, she was having a hard time getting her first one. She came in, she started doing the process, and boom, 1 month, seven deals. Like, how much would your life change with a 7-deal month? Guys, if you want to do deals in Florida, if any of you guys have, Denise, can you put your information up there? There she goes. Pin that for us, guys. Yes. Hit up Denise. She wants to do business with you in Florida. She can be your buyer. She can give you buy numbers. She's literally, if you guys are like, I don't even know what market to start in, and you want to have a really, really good resource, hit her up. Like, she's the shit. Okay. Hi, Jamil. What does that say?
Adam says, "Hi, Jamil. Have you spoken to a lender about being pre-qualified? And if you don't mind, how did you come across my number? I'd be happy to help."
Great. Adam, I buy all in cash. So no need for a loan. I buy junkers, fixer-uppers only. I found you online. Have time to hop on a call.
All right. And Daniel Smith said, "If I had anything like that, I would buy them myself."
Okay. and go back to Daniel and say, do you flip properties as well, Daniel? If so, I can throw you some properties that need work if I decide to pass on them.
All right, now let's refresh and see if we got any. All right, Dina. Dina has responded. She said, oh, that's really not my market. There are so many rehabbers circling, all with cash. It's a totally different thing. I get emails for several cool companies selling off market. If you send your email, I will forward a couple.
So what she's trying to do is send me other wholesalers deals. So I'm just going to say I'm connected with every wholesaler in town. So I see those deals already. Do you mind if I follow up with you every once in a while to see if you've stumbled across a junker that someone wants you to list?
We're running out of characters.
Okay.
Do you mind if I follow up with you every once in a while?
Or just mind if I follow up with you in case you come across a junker?
All right. And that's Sandy Smith is not in the business. Vincent said no. Michael said no. All right.
Cool. Let's send out more.
All right. So let's go back to the campaign. And here we go. We're sending more. You can literally just click and send like hundreds of texts in a few minutes.
So incredible.
Sometimes if you go too fast, it will reload, but it'll take you right back. So don't worry about that.
So for all of you guys that are introverts that have a difficult time with making that initial outreach, this batch leads process is a game changer for you, right? Because like it's Sunday right now. Not a lot of people want to work. Not a lot of people are answering their phone. Maybe people are at church. Like I don't want to be, calling them on a Sunday morning if they're not interested in talking. And so this is such a great way to break the ice or to engage in conversation and have them respond when it's a convenient time.
All right, so we're over 1,000 sent. We're at 1,100.
Okay, let's pause there for a second. Is the 2,000? Is that going to be? Does that limit responses as well, or only new outreach?
Just new outreach. So
Okay.
when you're setting up your text message campaigns, the point is to get them to respond. But once you're in the inbox, now it's a conversation. So yeah.
Okay.
So
Dina
once
says, of course, never know. So great. So rather than me being like, okay, it's just, she was like, I don't know. I never, it's these agents like Dina who are like, oh, those are so hard to find. they're the ones who really don't know what to do with these deals when they come across them, right? So, and she ultimately will, if she's out there in the world getting listings, it's going to happen that she's going to list a property that's going to be not retail ready. So I have to maintain a follow-up sequence with her so that when she has the opportunity to present itself, she's not going to remember me. Guys, none of the agents unless we develop a really solid relationship, which only happens after doing deals with each other, no agent is going to remember you before you do business. So even though they say, yeah, I'll remember you, I'll follow up with you, I'll call you when I find something like that, they won't. They won't. Your job is to follow up, pop up, continue following up. On average, it requires 8 to 13 touches before an agent will produce fruit. 8 to 13 follow-ups before a deal will be done.
So here in the program, we can mark her as a hot lead or a warm lead.
I'd go warm.
Warm. Okay. And then if you wanted to pull up all your warm leads, you could just pull them up over here.
Awesome.
Or we could go to
all. I wanna hopefully get on the phone with at least a few people today. So if you don't mind, can we just send out all 2,000?
Yep.
Because I wanna get it rolling here. Hopefully we come across somebody ready to talk today, because I don't think all 747 people came here to hear me text.
You don't even have to move your mouse. You can just literally sit here and click, 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 click.
Awesome. Now, batch limits us to 2,000 text messages a day to remain compliant, right?
It's per how many phone numbers you have.
Got it.
So the general rule in dialer and in batch leads is 100 text messages or phone calls per phone number. So if you want to send more, you would just want to purchase more phone numbers.
Got it.
And that's to keep your spam low, to not get you blocked.
So guys, a part of what I do in the Astro Flipping Mentorship is I provide the agents list to everybody who joins, right? So I give you the agents list as a part of your market. You can also purchase an agents list, and anybody who did purchase or did sign up for batch, we'll give you a sample agents list. So we'll give you a smaller version of it, just as a part of you being, just for you doing this. So we are chopping those lists down. They haven't been emailed out yet, guys. It's going to take us time. So please give us grace. We need the next week to really just catch up with all of the things that have happened during this Secret Agent Challenge. So bear with us. You will get your mini agents list if you did sign up for batch, because we have your email because you signed up. So that's what's up.
So you can see too, to keep you out of getting blocked and to keep your spam ratings low, you can see over on the right, it rotates the number you're sending them from. And it also rotates the message so that you don't send the same.
Because
message.
if you're using the same number, or if you're sending the same message over and over again, then the carriers catch wind of that and they automatically think you're a spam bot, right?
Yep. Yeah. So the system's set up we set up both batch leads and batch dialer to keep you at between a 5 and 8% respond rate.
Got it.
And we never want to see you go below 5%. So we're always updating to make sure you stay clean and legit. And you can also pause the numbers if you wanted to. You could purchase more and pause other ones to give them a rest. So there's all kinds of things you can do to keep yourself on like the white list.
Almost at 2,000. Now, guys, I don't suggest you go out and send 2,000 messages unless you've got the time to respond to everybody all day. Okay,
All right.
let's just now keep hitting refresh.
So Jeffrey responded, "Are you interested in a house in Surprise?"
Heck yeah.
Want me to say
Absolutely.
that? Do you want me to say heck yeah?
Yeah, sure. Why not? That's how I talk.
Anything else or just send?
Heck yeah, absolutely. Can we hop on a call? I want to talk. Yes, this is batch leads with the SMS add-on.
So Daniel responded, he's the one that you said, "Can I throw you properties that need work if I decide to pass?" He said, "Yes, please do. I can't find anything."
Amazing. See, here's like a hungry buyer. In fact, you know what? Let me give you a Keegley wholesale deal right now, and let's see if we can send him something that he has some interest in. Okay? How about that? How cool is this, guys? I don't mess around. Okay, here's one we've got. $3022. So just write this: 3022 East Witten, Whitton Ave, Phoenix. Right. Price. Next in line, please. $450. K. ARV. $750. Okay.
The dollar sign or not?
Yep. Say, and then send that. Right. Next thing, say, here's one I'm selling. I don't have a crew to do luxury. Let me know if you have interest in this. Boom. Let's make a buyer. Let's just sell a deal today, guys.
All right. Isidra says, "Hi, Jamil. I would be happy to, but are you an investor?" The text we sent her was, "Can you help me find a house?"
Okay. Say, I am. I buy fixer-uppers. Yes.
Okay. Justine says she's available around 2 p.m. if that works for you.
Okay. Say, cool. Let's talk then.
I'm going to mark her hot for you. All right. Mary has said, "Hi, are you a flipper?"
Yes, I escaped SeaWorld last week. And then go, haha. Yes, I flip houses.
We can add emojis too.
Yeah.
Do you want me to add one?
Yeah.
A little laughy face.
Laughy face with the sweat. If you got it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's refresh again. All right. Lisa said yes. You asked her, are you a real estate agent in the Phoenix area?
It's now right. Wonderful. Looking for a fixer-upper. Have time to chat real quick?
All right. Isidra says, I will let you know if one comes my way.
Wonderful. Can I follow up with you every once in a while as well?
All right. Robin says, to rent or buy, who referred you?
Okay, what was the thing?
You said, hi, Robin. My name is Jamil. I need help finding a house.
Okay, say to purchase, looking for a fixer-upper, found you online. Guys, for Privy, when you use this link, there is a code. It's Astro 2022. But the reason why using our link or using that code are important is because Privy is giving away a huge amount of free training on the app so that you can learn the inner workings of every feature it has. And they're only giving that training away to the people who are a part of the Secret Agent Challenge. There's no cost to that, right? So it's important that you use the link. It's important that you use Astro 2022 because you won't even be emailed the training or an invitation to the training unless you were a part of this challenge. So just so you know, or a part of the Astro community.
All right. Daniel Smith said that he will check it out. He's the one that
cool.
you
say wonderful. I'll follow up with you to see if or say wonderful. Let me know if you have interest. Have a great day.
All right. Dylan said no.
What did I say to Dylan?
You said, I heard you were the best agent in town. Can you help me find a house? He said no.
Okay. He said no. Okay, cool.
All right. Let's go over here. All right. Mitchell says, ha, good luck with that. There are probably timeshare resales in that price range.
What did I say?
So you said, hi, Mitchell. Yeah, looking to buy.
Yeah, that was a bad template to use.
Oh, I think that was one of the ones Mahmood added for Indy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, well, that makes sense. That was a dumb message for us to have sent out. So let's just table that.
Okay. Sally says, hi, in the MLS, you asked her if she could help you find a house.
Yeah. What is her response?
Hi, in the MLS? Question mark.
Say, I'm looking for something off market that needs work. I like junky houses. Uglier the better. Stuff people don't list because it can't be financed.
All right. Isidra, you asked her if you could follow up with her every once in a while, and she said, yes, you may.
Okay.
Kelly Russell, she said, yes, who are you? So you asked her, are you a real estate agent in the Phoenix area? She said, yes, who are you?
I'm Jamil, looking to buy a fixer-upper. Have time for a quick chat? Because I'm trying to get on the phone. It's like these Sunday mornings, the agents are still shaking off the wine. Nobody wants to talk. What does it mean that it can't be financed? Okay, great question. So a lot of these junky houses won't qualify for conventional financing, right? They can't get FHA loans on them because of the condition. They can't even get conventional financing on them because of the condition. They won't pass lender inspections or appraisal inspections, okay? So the reason why cash buyers are so valuable to real estate agents for these types of properties, because if they put these houses on the MLS, most of the buyers looking there, or most of the agents with buyers looking there, are requiring to use a lender. They're requiring to use a conventional loan to purchase. So what ends up happening is, because these houses are in such poor condition, they can't be financed. Agents don't typically put them on the MLS because of the condition they're in. Because then they get all these inquiries from agents saying, hey, my client likes this house, but they need a loan, and they know that this house won't qualify for lending, so it just wastes their time. That's what that means. It is tough to get an agent on the phone, but you guys can see I've been having a lot of luck having conversations with agents. So even though they don't want to talk to me today, I'm still getting deals in play. I'm still having conversations in play. Okay, that's what's important. I might have sold a deal to what's his name, right? He's looking at the opportunity right now. Like, how dope would that be if he comes back and says, hey, I like this? I mean, that could be a potential sale right here on the call. We should follow back up with him in a second and just be like, hey, let's just wait. I don't want to seem too desperate. What's next?
Jeff Starr says, what's your last name?
Oh my gosh, I know Jeff. I buy deals from his wife all the time. So let's talk about this, because she's one of the agents that brings me off-market opportunities. Say, is this the, and then capital, the Jeff Starr?
Send?
Then
Just like
no,
that?
next line, say, this is Jamil Damji.
Robin says, sorry, I do not work in that category.
Okay.
Sally says, sorry, I don't.
Okay.
Michael St. Paul says, you asked him, do you have any projects listed right now? He said, hey, you have anything I can buy? What do you have?
Oh my, here's what he said.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Send him the copy paste that message I sent to Daniel. Guys, I'm gonna do a deal on this freaking live. Let's go.
You want me to say anything before it or just send it?
Send it.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to Jeff and say, have time for a quick call? Trying, guys. I'm trying to get on the phone here.
Mary says, good morning, Jamil. Please tell me what kind of home you are looking for.
Guys, see how easy this is? Even on a Sunday. Say, hey, Mary, I'm looking for the ugliest house you've ever seen. Hoarder. Total distress. Fire burn. The worse, the better.
All right, Jeff is ready for a call in 5 minutes.
Amazing. Let's look at the time. We're calling him in 5 minutes, guys. We're going to get a call today. Yeah.
Luis sent some addresses and a file.
Okay, let's call Luis.
All right.
Say, hey, Luis, I'm going to call you from my cell. It's a 310 number.
All right. You want me to read his phone number to you, or
Yes,
can you
ma'am.
see
Hold
it?
on 1 second.
Okay.
All right. Go
Ready?
ahead. Yep.
602 780 3043.
Oh, it automatically hangs up. What does that mean?
I don't know. Try this one. 623
Okay.
696
Yep.
1591.
Was the other number my number, maybe?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I misread.
Hello.
Luis, how are you, brother?
How are you, Will?
Good, man. Good. Thanks for answering. I know it's Sunday and so many people have other things going on, family and stuff. So I truly appreciate you taking the time. I love that people work as hard as me on a Sunday, you know?
That's why I answer, brother. I truly appreciate people that trying to get shit done.
Yeah. Let's go, man. All right. So I'm going to keep it quick because I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I'm looking for fixer-uppers, and I appreciate that you've got some stuff available. Do you have anything in play right now that I might be able to go take a look at and give you an offer on?
Both that I sent you.
Oh, great. So they're both available right now. Are they listed or are they off market?
So the Indianola is off market. I have it under contract.
Okay.
I'm wholesaling it.
Got it.
And I just got it under contract like Friday, I think.
Wonderful. So you have it under contract. You're direct on that deal?
Yeah.
Beautiful, dude. Okay.
All we do is like source. All we do is source properties.
Yes.
That's what my company does, right? I own a traditional team.
Okay.
And I own another company. I have 22 employees. All we do is source properties. Source.
My man.
I don't think we have ever done any assignments from us.
I can't tell you how happy I am that you answered my call today, because you know God's working on a Sunday with us, because you're exactly who I'm looking for. Right? You're exactly who I'm looking for. Here's what I need. I'm going to send you, can you send me these deals on an email? Because the texting, my CRM doesn't let me click on this stuff. So I couldn't, or if you can just text me the address, I will, and your asking price, I can look it up and either give you an offer. Now, if the deal doesn't work for me specifically, are you okay if I show it to a buddy who might want to buy it?
Anything. If you wanna daisy chain it, if you have a buyer, I would really frown upon more than one assignment. So you like
Yeah, I get it. I wouldn't go and blast your deal out or anything like that. But if if it's not me who's going to purchase it, I've got somebody directly adjacent to me that I could bring in the deal. So one or two of us, yeah, that's it.
Absolutely. Like, the more the merrier. We can, if we can assign it to you, you can assign it to somebody else. You can make a cut in the middle. No matter, let me tell you a little something.
Yeah.
On the one I sent you in Indianola, it's $322,900.
That's what you're selling it for?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. What's the address, bro? Hold on. Let me just look at it while I'm on the phone with you right now. What's the address?
Yeah. Look, what's your email?
My email is Jamil Damji, so JAMIL DAMJI @gmail.com.
Gmail.com. Okay, I texted it to you.
Okay. Hold on. Let me pull this up. So the address again, just read me the address if you would.
4748 West Indianola Avenue.
West Indianola. Awesome. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,549 square feet.
4-bedroom.
4-bedroom. Okay. And your asking price on that again is?
$322.
$322. Okay. Great. I'm gonna you've sent me the pictures. That it seems like the ARV there is about 430. Is that what you saw?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's
actually a little more.
Okay.
Because the improvements I have made to the house, literally they have a second unit, like a second living unit on the garage.
Oh, they've got an additional dwelling unit on the garage.
Yeah, and this is they bought this house in 1997. There's been like I think it's been a family like it was 2 old people that passed away pretty much in the family. It was a referral. The family reached out to us for us to buy it.
Got it. So
it's a pretty good situation.
Awesome, dude. Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna look at the pictures and I'm gonna just assess how much this is gonna cost us to fix it, and I'm gonna give you a call back.
Literally, in the assessment that we got, you can do a lipstick rehab and get it back on the market for about 25 at the most. Because we do that a lot, and we do have an assessment team on our people.
Yes.
So being realistic, 20 to 25. We were working another house on the street that was a lot worse. We redid the kitchen, tore down the wall and everything for about 22.
Okay.
And that's paying somebody. We don't do the work.
Yeah. We do some pretty involved remodels, and so I don't know when the last time was I got a deal or I got a remodel done in 22K just because we go a little bit over the top, but that's okay. That's kind of our model is to shock and awe people with how beautiful our houses are. But at the same time, this might just be one of those chances where I do a lipstick one. So I'm going to take a look at the pictures you sent me. I'm going to respond to you. And again, like I said, if I'm not the buyer, I got a buddy right next to me who could be. So I will follow back up with you with what my approach is going to be.
Now, on the other one, on the 1933 East Oak Phoenix, that's a hot one. That's 4 bedrooms, 1 bath.
1933 East Oak, you said?
1933 East Oak Phoenix.
Yep, I know the area. It's right over there by just north of McDowell, and right by the 51.
Yeah, right by the 51.
Okay.
This one, We were actually gonna tackle it ourselves. We own it. We closed on it. We've had it for a few months.
Okay.
There's a tenant in place that literally can leave any day, today, tomorrow. But you know what happens to houses when people leave, right?
Yeah, they mess them up.
Yeah, we haven't. That's what we haven't asked them to leave yet. You know, we don't want nobody to go in there and take the copper or anything. On this one, the beautiful thing about this property is that it's zone multifamily.
Okay.
You can build up to a fourplex with absolutely no problem. We were getting comps all the way up to like the high fours.
Yep.
But realistically, the comps that we're getting are around 430. I don't know if you can see that more or less.
And what's the lowest price you'll sell that one for?
I want to have it at 349 on the MLS. It's ASO, so don't worry about being in MLS. And if somebody tells me that, oh, we don't buy houses in the MLS,
no, I buy houses on the MLS all the time. A deal is a deal, bro. It doesn't matter to me.
So we have it at 349 on the MLS. But as from wholesale deal, we can probably do. I'll be willing to let it go for like 335.
335, okay.
Or 330, yeah.
Okay, let me take a look at that one as well. Oak is a little bit of a busier road, and we tend to shy away off of the busy roads. But again, I can, if it doesn't work for me, I'll share it with one of my buddies. So you and I are going to talk in a couple of hours here. Just give me a few minutes to kind of digest what we've got here, and I'm figuring out what my approach is going to be on these deals, and I'll call you right back.
Sure, no problem, brother. And don't worry, if it's not this one's, once we get it, I'll put you guys on the list.
This is great. You're one of my favorite realtors. You understand how this game works, man. This is such a breath of fresh air.
No worries, brother. I know right now it's a lot of uncertainty and everything. So, but things are good. This is the best thing that can happen. Let's for anybody that's like real estate hustlers, all the little guys and small investors, now with the shift and with the big dogs shaking and breaking, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's time for the real players to dominate.
Yep. So yeah, man, we're actually doing a meetup also on June 23rd.
Oh yeah.
We rented out a bar right there in downtown Barcoa on Central and Roosevelt.
Can I come?
Absolutely. I'll email you my the flyer. I'll send you the Facebook link, and we would love to meet you in person, man. We're trying to get together. We're gonna bring all kinds of investors, realtors, lenders, hard money lenders, everybody that we know, baseball teams, everybody. We're gonna invite everybody, and just kind of like network, have people meet each other. Happy hour. It's not a big place. Maybe if it's like 100, 150 people.
Incredible, man. I'm so there. Send me the details on the meetup, and I'm absolutely there.
All right, Jamil. You got it, brother. Let me know. Keep me posted, and if you want to go see it, I will send you my partner's number because I'm in Mexico right now. But my partner's number, the partner is Jose, and he will be able to open the houses and make arrangements to show you the houses if you want to see them.
Amazing. Right, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Damn, guys, like, what's up? That's what connections are, right? So, as you guys know, that Keegley Astro Flipping, our business is getting in touch with agents or wholesalers, right? So I'm not going to buy either of these deals, but Keegley could absolutely sell them both, which is why I was positioning myself as saying, Oak is on a busy road, blah, 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 boo, boo, boo. And I'm not, so what am I going to do? I'm going to tell him, hey, I'm not going to buy this myself, but can I get permission from you to market it to my buddy? And then pow, I'm going to sell that. That's what's up. That's how these calls go. That's how your confidence should be. That's what it should sound like. Let's call Jeff Starr. What's the number?
We have quite a few more replies. So
Okay, let's go through
I
some
found
quick
him.
replies. Let's talk to some quick replies first. What's up?
Okay. All right. Christopher Robinson says, "Hello, Jamil. Nice to meet you. I get lots and lots of spam texts. Can you confirm that you indeed need to find a house and are not really trying to sell me something? Thank you."
Oh, see, I can. How would you like me to confirm that? I'm absolutely not trying to sell you anything. What's your email? I can send you a proof of funds. I'm looking for a fixer-upper.
Oh, about project.
Yeah.
That will fit in the characters.
Okay.
All right. We have people say, "I'm retired, out of country. If you're looking for investment houses that need fix up, I don't have any."
Okay.
And Mary says, "You are an investor who wants something off market."
Yes.
That's it.
Yep.
Howard says, "What are you soliciting?"
Say not soliciting, looking to purchase a fixer-upper.
All right. And then Jeff Starr is next. You ready to call him?
Yeah, let's call him up.
All right. 623
Okay.
570
Yep.
9728.
Hello.
Jeff.
Hey, Jamil. How you doing?
I'm great, brother. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well. Just taking it easy today. What's happening?
You know, I'm always out buying, bro. It never, the hustle never stops, Mr. Star.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. You just bought that one of
On Wiki Up from you.
Wiki Up. Did you ever get that one sold?
I did, man. I did.
Yeah?
Yes,
Good.
sir. You know how we do it. We're
Yep.
I love the fact that my CRM sent you a message this morning because you and I have a relationship. We've been doing deals since what, 2008?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
And it's fun because I continue to be the guy you guys come to because I perform and I always get the deal done.
Yeah, you do.
And obviously, I'm hoping that you might have something coming to market in the next little while that I can take a look at. Is there anything? I just got to stay relevant, man. Like, it doesn't matter, how far down the line you get. You're only as good as your last deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the truth. So I have two other properties. The problem that are on the market right now that I cannot get offers on.
Okay.
And the problem is that the one house that I have down in Levine, beautiful house with a pool. The homeowner is a smoker, and
yummy.
That's killing it for everybody. Like, it would have been sold already.
So they smoked in the house?
He smokes in the house.
Yeah,
yes.
That's great. That's exactly what I need, man. I need Smokey Robbins's house.
The problem is he will not go less than 500.
Well, right now he won't go less than 500, but the market's shifting, rates are rising. I mean, is there motivation there, or is he living in La La Land?
Well, we had it listed at 550.
Okay.
We just reduced the price to 530.
Okay.
and he really wants to stay. He doesn't want to go below 500 on this place. We sold him this house years ago as a short sale, I think for like 200,000.
Got it. So he's got equity. He's right now he's being unreasonable because you know how a smoker, what a smoker doesn't know is that not only am I going to have to, strip every wall down, might have to replace drywall. I'm going to have to take out all the flooring. Everything's it's like more work plus ozonating the house, right? Like they don't realize how involved the restoration of a smoker's house really is, and maybe he just needs the reality check.
Right.
It's not your fault if an offer comes in and it's lower than 500. Your job is to present it, right? And I can very well word the offer where it states, "Hey, look, the smoke damage is going to create this, this, and this, and add this, this, and this to my light items, and this is the reason why you haven't received an offer yet, because this is how involved this project is. I have a track record. I've bought projects from you guys in the past. So I perform. This is our bottom line number. It's either going to work or it's not going to work. There's no offense if it doesn't. And I'm not trying to offend you by my number either. I'm just being honest and real. And you can have the conversation with him. If he's open to reality, he is. And if he's not, then he's not. But at least we can get to that conversation.
Right. So I just sent you the listing on that. So it's in good. His house is in Goodyear. It's in Goodyear.
Okay, good. I like Goodyear. Yep. Good. I like Levine. I actually prefer Goodyear because it doesn't smell like shit.
Yeah. Right. And I got one more. Let me find it really quick. I have another one in Surprise. I have it listed at $550 right now.
Okay.
It's a big house, 3-car garage. Well, it's not huge. It's 2548 2-story. But this guy is a friend of mine.
Okay.
He's a cop, and he's been letting his family, his brother and mother and all their kids live in the house. He doesn't even live there. They haven't been even paying rent, which pisses him off. But he wants to get this house sold. I just don't know how low he'll go on it. I'll send you this one also.
Okay. Well, again, there's never an offense to a true number. And the thing that I'm going to give you, and I've always been fair, right? I pay 100% of the value as it sits, because I have to force appreciation, right? I got to take a substantial risk in order to hopefully get a return. And so anybody in business knows that. And so what we do is, you send me the listing. I'm going to give you an honest number. I'll close at that number, so there's no ambiguity for him. And then he can take the sure thing and meditate on it. Oftentimes what ends up happening is people, they look at their options. They look at what down door number one, the family gets to stay there and continue to not pay rent and continue to destroy the property, and interest rates can continue to rise. And we can get into a circumstance where you lose equity on this because you didn't strike when the iron was hot. Down door number two is a trusted cash buyer who always performs. The number may not be what you wanted, but here's what we got. You're timing the market, my friend. And you and I know things are going to get ugly in the next few months. And if he doesn't sell it now, how ugly will it get?
Oh yeah, I know. This market is, that's what I just sold my mom. Well, I got my mom's house under contract. I had it listed at $450. We took a $450 with a $15,000 seller concession on it. But I told my mom, if you want to sell, if you want to do it, we got to do it now, because this market's taking a shit. Big
time. It's like got, and only because, Jeff, I know you and Fawn had been in this, because we came in this together in 08, right? Like I was buying how many short sales from you guys back in the day?
A lot.
And so we know how this rolls. We've been on the rodeo before. We've seen the waves, right? So we see where we're at right now, and we know we're down for a plummet. So time is of the essence.
Jamil, I'm talking to other agents. They disagree. They're like, no, this market's not going to take a dive. I'm like, okay, what I'm seeing right now is almost exactly like what we saw in 08.
Yes, sir.
You know, I mean, I'm seeing it. Homes are sitting. There's been more than 5,000 homes to come on the market in the last 30 days.
That's insane. We didn't have 5,000
Yeah, well-
listings on the market, you know,
Exactly.
60 days ago.
And now there's like over 11,000 homes. So it's unbelievable what's going on right now. And if these agents don't see it, they're blind.
100%.
But, you know, a lot of them haven't been in the business that long to see, you know, to know that this is what we went through in 2008.
Yep.
So,
Well, the beauty of guys like you and I is we make money on the up, we make money on the down, and we're what keep the market liquid the entire time.
yeah. So I just sent you those 2 listings.
Awesome.
Let me know what you think. Take your time, whatever. And yeah, let me know if you're interested in either one, if you want to make an offer.
Jeff, this was the best timing, man. I'm so happy that you work on a Sunday, brother.
I'm just watching some TV and relax. I was just on phone calls, but yeah, let me know and I'll get Fawn involved. Fawn is on. She and I are working on that Madison one together. She's not on this other one on Saguaro, but I'll put her on there too.
Okay,
so we
wonderful.
always work together.
Wonderful. I know you guys are the best, man. I adore the Star family. You guys are really great.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, she and I aren't together anymore.
I know you guys split up a while ago.
Oh yeah, we split up in 2013, but we're good friends. Like we get along great.
I'm the same way with my ex too. You know, when you have children with somebody, it's how can you disrespect that bond? You know.
Yeah, well, so when we got together, we started dating in 2001, and I had 2 girls from a previous marriage, and she had 4 kids, and her kids were young when I came in, and then you know we went all those years, and shit happened, and we split up in 2013, but the kids still look at me as like their dad,
right?
So, you know, I'm always communicating with the kids, and I talk to Fawn all the time. Like we practically talk every day. So, but we always did good in business together.
Yeah.
Maybe not our marriage, but business we always did good in. So,
you don't fix what's not broken. You know what I mean?
Right. It's always been an issue, like with my girlfriends, you know, over the years, because they get pissed that I'm, you know, I talk to her and I work with her, and they get upset over that shit. But I'm like, too bad.
Yeah.
Too bad. This is how I make my living.
Right.
So
right.
it is what it is. So anyhow, all right. Well, great. Let me know what you think of those.
Absolutely, man. Well, you know, every house will trade at a number, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at both of them, and I'm going to tell you what price I can buy them each at, and committedly buy them each at, and they either work or they don't.
All right. The one that's listed for $430 in Goodyear, that's the smoker house.
Okay.
All right.
I'll keep that in mind, and I'll you know, I'll do my best. I'll do my best not to, you know, I never lowball, but I'm going to do my best to come in with the highest number I can possibly come in with.
All right. Sounds good.
I appreciate
That's
that.
the only complaint I get on that house. Otherwise, it's really nice.
You know, it's just that
really nice
it's 2022, man. Who smokes?
I know, right?
It's just,
I know.
You know?
Switch to a vape pen or something.
yeah, like what's happening here?
Yeah. Nobody smokes in their homes anymore. It's
No.
like people smoking in their cars.
No, yeah,
But anyhow.
yeah, or tobacco.
Yeah.
Nobody smokes tobacco anymore. It's pot or
I
nothing.
know. Exactly.
So funny.
I'll take
so
the
good,
pot,
Jeff.
But anyhow, all right, Jamil. Hey, have a good one.
You too, brother.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Get out of here, guys. Come on now. What's up? Like, I'm legitimately, I planted the seeds in that conversation so magically. If you guys heard what I did, I completely brought the agent onto my side. Completely made them understand the narrative that I want them to share with their seller. Okay? The time is of the essence. We're either going to do this deal at Jamil's number, or it's not going to sell, and you're going to get into a bad spot. Okay? I got this person on my side. So now this agent is going to go be my advocate. I'm also going to use him as the to represent me. So he said I'm going to get Fawn involved, right? So Fawn is going to represent me. He's going to represent the seller. So they're going to get double commission, but they're going to get it to me at my price. My price. And I'm going to go and make money on those deals. Today, guys, is the final day of the Secret Agent Challenge 2.0, and it makes me sad because we've spent the last 5 days together really exploring this incredible technique. We've watched different approaches, different business styles, different conversation styles. We've seen how you can excel at doing this by traveling around the world and living on the beach. How you can do this as a one-man show, one-woman show. How you can do this through text messaging if you're an introvert. How you can do this literally on one of the hardest days to get a hold of anybody, a Sunday, and still have magical conversations. I'm telling you guys, every one of you that have been sold down this line of let's have these sexy seller calls, let's negotiate with sellers. Ew. That's what I think about that. What a terrible way to spend your day, to get hung up on all day long, to try to convince people to do things that they don't want to do. It is so much easier for me to get Jeff Starr to go do what I need him to do with his seller than for me to want to go and have that conversation with him. I'm not friends with that cop the last 20 years. He is. Who do you think he's going to want to listen to? Me? Because I got some slick words that I learned from a sales trainer? Or his homie for the last 30 years? Who do you think is going to get a better response? There is no secret why my company became the most successful wholesale operation on the planet, guys. Nobody else can get out there and say that to you. You get seduced by these sexy words. You get seduced because you think that it's this magical, great, incredible thing to want to pull a list and call homeowners and suave them. That is brain damage. Brain damage. And any one of those guys out there doing the whole sales training, like let's figure out all the words, let's do the anchoring at beep beep pa and poo poo poo. All those people, if you compare their deal count to my deal count, they do in a year what I do in a month. Not kidding you. Because I hacked this shit. I figured it out. And I shared it with you. So, in closing, I hope you all had an opportunity to connect with each other. I hope you all had an incredible time the last 5 days, that you learned what astro flipping has to offer as a community, what my techniques and approaches have to offer in value and utility. I hope that you found two of the craziest, most incredible tools for your real estate business, and also that you took action so that you can be a part of our accountability group moving forward. I pray that each and every one of you guys take action, that you get the results you're looking for, and that on the other side of all the effort is the financial freedom you all deserve. God bless you. I love you. Signing out.